I'm Kiesha of Simply Vintage Designs.
And I'm Hope of Hope Made Yarn Co.
And together we're Pine Barren Knits, episode 26. Hey girls, hey! Guys, everybody.
And my seat's already shrinking.
Oh, gosh.
We are a podcast or channel, YouTube channel, or whatever you want to call us, pretty much about the fiber arts. Lots of knitting, crocheting, yarn dyeing, jewelry making, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So today we're going to start off with what we're wearing.
Paul Bunyan. No, I'm kidding. I actually have on, because I have on a flannel. I'm wearing my my Pine Barren earrings. Remember we went hiking?
Yeah, those are pretty. If we'll see, I might be able to get a photo of them in here, but we're recording on. We should say we're recording on Wednesday.
On Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's right, on Valentine's Day.
Am I doing it right? Like the kids do?
It's
like
this
that.
way? Oh, there. Oh,
It's like that.
Yeah, I'm not as good. I'm better at this. See,
Valentine's
that looks
Day.
like a heart. My other one doesn't look right. I don't know.
This looks like a
Something
butt.
wrong.
Like,
What are we doing?
That is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
According to Hallmark.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm kidding. It's a saint.
Yes,
Yeah.
St. Valentine's Day, yeah.
And it's also Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you notice
that
that at the gym?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. So, wow, we got completely off track. That was quick. That was quick. All right, well, anyway,
that's why.
So the
We're
reason I might be able to put a picture in, I might not, because this will come out on Friday, the 16th. The 16th. And
Yes.
we will actually be on the road to Rhode Island when this comes out, because I think we announced on our last episode,
Yes.
we will be in Rhode Island this weekend, the 17th and 18th at Skane Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So if you are in the area, please come out and see us. We would love to meet you, and we will have my yarn, and Kiesha will have her jewelry and stitch markers and things like that.
Yeah.
So you can come shop, or you can just come and say hello.
Say
Either
hi.
way. And yeah, so I think that's so. I may or may not have time to edit the video. So there might have been a picture of earrings, and
Pretend.
there might not have been a picture of earrings.
This is
And
the
if there-
spot where the earrings would be.
Yeah, if there isn't, we'll put them up next time, because you don't
Yeah.
even have them on your Etsy right now, do you?
No.
Yeah. So we'll try. Anyway, I am wearing the New Leaf by
This is a soft
Jennifer
one.
Steingass, and this is knit in, and the colors are, it's getting a little washed out,
Yeah.
but it's pretty, the blue is pretty good. Like, I feel like right now, like usually you get that weird blue on the camera, but that's actually pretty
It
good.
kind of looks good. Thanks to all the chows.
Yeah, we have a towel hanging up over whatever, it works. But this is in my colors, Deborah Swell, and the contrast color is Rivulets, and this is on my Hope's Favorite base, which is a extra fine merino cashmere nylon 80-10-10. It's a fingering weight, so 100 grams, 437 yards. I think it's a 4-ply. It's pretty, well, I have some of my yarn over here. Yes, it's a 4-ply.
The fact that you remember all that is...
Yeah. Well, it is my
It's
yarn,
cool.
so hopefully I can remember my yarn.
Yeah, but still,
Usually.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so I've got that on. And then Deana back here is wearing the retro pullover, I believe is what it's called. Oh, did I say this was by Jenn Steingass? I think I did.
Yes, you did.
And I did the short sleeve version. You can do it in long sleeves, but if you've watched... and we're terrible at this.
This is only episode 26.
Hello to our returning viewers,
Yes.
and hello to our new viewers,
Yes,
because we did
hi.
notice quite a few new subscribers
Yeah.
since our last episode, and welcome. It's nice to have you with us. So this is Jenn Steingass. I think I said that. Anyway, I made the short sleeve version. She does have a long sleeve version that she can make it as well. But if you've been with us, you know I pop flashes all the time. So this is my choice to make short sleeves right now. And then this is the retro pullover, which these days I'm pretty much wearing it as my
Coat?
jacket.
That is heavy.
It is heavy, and I can't really wear it inside, so I wear it outside, and then I take it off whenever I get wherever I'm going. because I still want to wear it, but it's too hot for me to wear indoors. And it is knit in Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Tweed, which is a non-superwash. And I knit this before the pandemic, so I don't remember all the information for it. And then, but I will put a link to the Ravelry page for
there we go.
For the
You're supposed to do that.
For the sweater. But I think this is actually the yarn that the pattern called for. I will say that unless they've done an update, when I made this, the picture shows it very big on the model. But then when you see the sizes, it says like 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. But then if you look, there's a little note that says the model is wearing it with 8 inches of positive ease. I didn't catch that at first. So because I wanted it to fit the way that the models did. And it's a little oversized, but it's not oversized like the models was. So that was a little. So just make sure if you want it to fit the way the model has it fitting, you need to do it with 8 inches of positive ease and not only 2 to 4 inches, which is the way the pattern is written. Anyway. So
I don't know anything that she just said.
I'm not there. You know what ease is, though. You know, like how much larger it is from your body size. Okay, so that's it. This was written anyway.
I haven't gotten there yet. I just figured out, not just, but I don't have to constantly look at instruction for the make one. Make one left, make one right. I just remember rear front when I see that. Right? Make one right is rear. Yep. And make one left is
it the right way. And left, you go in the front, but you knit it through the back.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you the inappropriate thoughts that go through my head unless I remember it, but that's me.
Anyway, and so I will continue with, there we go. This is the Exploration Station Shawl by Stephen West, and it is knit in my Hope's Favorite base in, I can remember, Beach Plum. So pretty, pale September, and the orangey color is Sweater Weather. So,
that's the one I'm doing, right?
No, I can fix this. Okay, sweater. What do you mean?
The shawl that I'm working on.
Yeah, you're working on the Exploration Station. Yeah, this was my 5th Exploration Station.
This is my 5th Exploration Station.
No, it's just
you started one with
Yeah, the one that I wore to Rhinebeck last year, the yellow one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. I started with you guys, but
and she's done like 10 since then.
No, just that other one back there. Okay. I need some chapstick. My lips felt dry. Okay, so, boy, this is a... Anyway... All right, so we already told you we're going to be at Skein Yarn Shop this weekend. Oh, we should also say that we also have another show coming up on March 2nd at
Knit Not Natter
in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. That will be on March 2nd. And I think that we said last time that the Wool Walk was the last weekend in April. We were wrong about that. It's the 3rd weekend in April, so we will be at... We'll be at the local yarn store. I'm losing my mind. The local yarn store in South Orange, New Jersey, on April 21st. So, yeah, my brain. It's okay. I was actually watching the Yarnia podcast earlier, so that's why that came into my head instead of the right thing. Okay, so do you want to talk about your whips?
Yes. So I got a bunch of whips. So I'm kidding. This is one of them. I'm taking back on this because I made a mistake, but I caught it. I found it. I didn't catch it. I got to it in a row, but I have to take back to this right here. And then, let's see, I'll go backwards, like the ones that I'm working on right now.
Tell them what, you didn't tell them what you were making or anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm playing. This is the prickly prickly pear?
Yep, the
Prickly pear hat. This is my first Colorworks hat.
Yeah.
So,
first color work anything.
Yeah, my first color. Yeah, what am I talking about? Like, oh, my first hat.
Our first time doing stranded color work.
Yes, and I actually, it's very. I love it. So the colors I'm using is this is Ophelia, and the other is Kiesha's Golden, and this is Hope's yarn.
It's my splendid DK base.
Yes.
Yep.
This is the wrong tag.
Which is extra fine. It's 85% extra fine merino and 15% nylon.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. Oh, here's my
in
little
a DK weight. Did I say that? Yes.
one of my stitch markers, which matches perfectly with it.
It really does.
Look at
That's
that. Look
really.
at that.
Here, let me hold it up so that you can
There you
see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
So
Oh, that's nice. That's good colors.
yeah.
There we go.
So that's that one.
So you're moving right along.
Yeah, that's what he said, and that's why I was so mad that now I have to tink back because
That's only part of a row. That's not bad.
Yeah, but it's part of
Back
it.
in no
I'm
time.
going all the way around that way. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's all good.
Yeah.
And then my next whip is our Rhineback sweater, Lapoof. So,
That's fine. No, I was just gonna say we'll do our current whips and then we'll do our like what we.
Oh
we
yeah.
didn't even say. We can't just.
I know we're already. And I had a nap today. Like I did. I think we're working up into our shoes and stuff. So we're we're not getting sleep and we're just
We've been really busy.
Yeah. So
yeah. And so this comes out on Friday the 16th, and Saturday is actually a year since we started podcasting.
Yes.
So we have something we're gonna talk about, some stuff that we've been. Well, we'll get to it. But anyway.
So
yeah.
So
we are like.
I know. In my mind, this played out a lot more organized than what's happening right now. But
it's all good.
But anyways, I'm on. I started our Rhineback sweater cardigan for
the Lapoof.
The Lapoof. I need to get started early because we know how I am. Squirrel.
And it's a hedgehog pattern. I can't. It's beta. I think I wrote it in here. No, I didn't. I did not write who it was by.
Beta.
There you go. Jezik? Beta Jezik, I guess. Oh, here, we just...
Yeah, so I have a nerve. I have the nerve to be doing that.
Here we go.
But so far...
That's really good. Okay, there we go.
And so this is...
and we're doing a knit-along. We're doing a knit-along.
Oh my gosh.
We are really, really with it.
Yeah, we're...
As Ray would say, it's quite the poop show.
It's a good poop show.
So we are doing a knit along. This is the one Kiesha's working on. I guess I'll get mine out too. Our hashtag is a particular age Cal, Kal, and you can make. And honestly, if you want to do Cal and do a crocheted cardigan of your choice, that's fine too. So all we're saying is make either one of the Lapoof sweaters, because there's either the cardigan or they have a Lapoof pullover, or if you aren't really a person who likes the fade type thing, which I know some people aren't into the fade type thing, though you can do it solid too. If the style does not suit you, just make a cardigan, because as Kiesha would say, women of a particular age, we enjoy our cardigans because they're much easier to take on and off when we have hot flashes.
That's right.
So, and you don't have to be a woman of a particular age. You don't have to be a woman.
That's right.
Anybody can join. Just make a cardigan, whatever cardigan you want to make, or one of the Lapoof patterns.
Right.
When you post about it, use the hashtag a particular age, Cal, Kal, so a particular age, Cal, Kal, and then also tag us, because Instagram's doing some wonky stuff, and the hashtag doesn't always work properly, but if you tag us, it will show up in here, I'll show you. It will show up on our page where we can see that we've been tagged, and then we will be able to see that you tagged us. But hold on. So, and we never tell you guys this. We are Pine Barren Knits on Instagram too.
Right.
So so see, we're Pine Barren Knits on Instagram. There we are. And if you go into this one right here, this shows anything that's been tagged. So there you go. So if you post, so these are all things that where we've been tagged. So if you tag us, it will show up here, and then we will know that, you know, that you are joining the knit along, so that we can tell.
Yeah.
Or if you aren't on Instagram, just send us an email at pinebarrenknits@gmail.com and put in the subject line a particular age cal, and then we know that you want to join the knit along with us. And you've got lots of time, because this is our Rhinebeck weekend. We're not saying it's it's just something we want to have for Rhinebeck weekend.
Right.
So, you've got until October, like
whenever,
18th or 19th or something like
it's
that.
Usually around
there. We'll tell you the exact date when it gets closer. Obviously, it's a ways away. So So go ahead and, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. Did you want to talk about like what yarns and all you're using?
I feel like I did this. Didn't I talk about it last time? But oh wait, you mean for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it written down. So.
Oh, you didn't bring all of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't bring all of them. Oh, I didn't. I don't think I wrote down all the colors. No, I didn't. I just started with the color that I started with.
So you showed the sea spray. Did you want to show them your swatches?
Yeah. So this is me not reading directions, but anyway, so I do the first swatch, and I'm like, why did it come out like this?
Here, I'll hold it up.
It wasn't supposed to come out like that.
So that's her first color. That's sea spray.
Right. So then Hope says, "Oh well." What was I?
You did garter stitch.
I did garter stitch.
Stockinette stitch.
Yeah, stockinette stitch. I don't know what I was thinking. So that's one of the other colors that I'm doing.
Yeah, this is Kailua.
Yeah.
Which that's not.
And I did like exactly what they said. I think it was a 4-inch.
Yeah.
But I included, and that's something that we were going to talk about too, was swatches. And.
Well, we could talk about it now.
Oh, yeah. So.
So do you want me to pull my swatch out?
Yeah, because when Hope gets in the car, so I have my little swatch, and then Hope gets in the car, and she was like, "Oh, here's my swatch." And I'm like, "Well, wait a minute. What happened?"
Now, I knew that I wanted to make a larger swatch anyway, because I wanted to check and see if I liked the colors, the way that they would flow together, that I had chosen. So I already knew I was making my swatch bigger, but I also, I always knit my swatch larger than what it said. So I think it said
4 inches. Okay.
Yeah, but what was it, like 20 stitches or something for 4 inches?
21 or something like that.
21.
Wait, where is it?
It would be on a different page. I think the gauge was like 20 or 21 stitches. So I think I cast on like 30 stitches, I think. So I did a little garter on either side, but then I also made sure that I would have...
Yeah, 21 stitches and 28 rows equals 4 inches.
Right. So I knit quite a bit more than that, just so that I could have a nice area so that when I went to measure it, I could easily get 4 inches out of the center of the swatch, because you don't really want to measure those edge stitches. So see, now I've got 4 inches, whereas
I barely have 4 inches.
Yeah, it's like, so that makes it hard to get a good, you can measure, you could do like, and I told Kiesha, I said, we can kind of get an idea just doing like 2 inches and then doubling it. But if you want to get a nice gauge and be able to make sure that it's going to be doing it a little larger than what it actually calls for is always good. And with this pattern, because you use 5 different colors and you fade, I used very little of each color, really, if you think about it. So I'm obviously going to have plenty of yarn for the actual sweater. Because I know some people get concerned about that when they're doing gauge swatches, that they might run out of yarn. But remember, you can always use that yarn in your project if you need to. You can always pull the gauge swatch out later if you run out of yarn. But so I guess I'll talk about my lapoof while we're doing this. So these are the colors that I ended up choosing. We're both doing our lapoofs with my Hope's Favorite base, which is my cashmere, my extra fine merino cashmere and nylon base. So the colors I chose, the top one here, I'll show you in this. is Spring Petals. Oh, that's so pretty.
That is really pretty.
So the top one is Spring Petals.
Here, oh,
no, I got it.
Oh.
The second one here is Pale September. Then I went into Peachy Keen.
It's really pretty.
That's not quite exactly right, but it's pretty close. It's a little more peach than that. It's coming out more pink on the screen. But yeah, so that's Peachy Keen. And then it goes into, and this is part of the reason why I wanted to swatch, because you're getting a much bigger change from this to this, but because this pattern, and this is a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away here, but it's held double, so it's really a DK weight sweater.
Which is something else I like doing too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I like the double. When she was doing, you did a couple of things double.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I could never do that. And look at me. I'm doing color work and doubling things.
So you're holding the first color double with itself, and then you drop one of those strands and you pick up the second color and you hold a strand of the first and the strand of the second, and then you keep doing that as you go down. So then it's 2 strands of the second and then a strand of the second and the third, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to make sure that when I was doing it that it would fade neat, and I really liked the way that it came out when I did it that way. So this is Cobblestones. And then my last color, this color down here, is Nevermore. I had to think about that for a second. So that's the last color. So those are my colors for my LaPouf. And this is as far as I've gotten.
But look, she'll be way past me because
I swatched anyway. Yeah. So I'm calling it a project, even though it's a swatch. But yeah, I will get to it. I just, I knit a gift for someone that I can't show you. But I will take a picture of it, and then because I will have given it by the time we post, or by the time we podcast next time. So I will have a picture of it next time. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
And I'm actually cold.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We have a couple windows open because I'm hot. All right, so that's my LaPouf. And I'm knitting it on the needle size that it called for, I believe.
Yeah,
I didn't have to change my needle size. I got gauge. Okay, so you want to share another one of your?
Yeah, so I'm still working on Eyebrows, his emotional support chicken. So I put it in this bag because it's a little bit easier to carry around than the cute bag that it comes in. But so I'm on the almost done with the other tail.
You want me to hold this one up?
Oh yeah. So I'm almost done with the other tail. He got Prince in the Henna Lucian.
What was it called? I don't know.
It was something, Prince and the Henna.
Revolution.
Revolution. So I'm almost done with those. So, and that's moving along fast. So kind of easy, I think, so far.
Oh, that's good.
So, and then
it looks like it's fun.
It is fun. Let's see. Oh, well, I'll talk about that in a second. The other thing are the socks that Hope helped me with my mother-in-law, that I needed needles for my other sock project, so I just ripped the needles out. I still have to finish those. And actually, I need to transfer them over. I have the needle to transfer so I can give Hope back. I know. So I can give Hope back her needles. So I have this unrealistic list of things, and when I think I'm going to get them done, and I'm like, oh, I'll have that done in a couple of days, and I realize, like, I'm not Hope. What am I talking about? So I have that. I also bought this was my gym hat. Remember this?
Oh yeah. Have you been working on it?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, are we talking? I thought we were just talking about the stuff that we are currently working on.
Oh God, I'm so confused.
Talk about
the things we're gonna. Okay,
we can just go ahead and. Okay, so what we thought we would do is, so we've been podcasting for a year now, and at the beginning we showed you all of the things that we currently had on our needles back a year ago, So we thought that we would go through what we have on our needles now, because we've been showing you the last few episodes only what we are currently like working on, but there's lots of things that.
Okay, so forget that then. Yeah. All right. So,
Okay.
All right. So one more thing. Things that I'm currently working on.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
What you've worked on in the last 2 weeks, what you made progress on. Okay.
Working on another bright side.
Oh, here, I'll hold that up.
There we go. And this is also Hope's yarn. Surprise.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Let me just rub something now. But this has become my new pocketbook shawl. And actually, I feel like I'm moving along faster in this one because
this one on the back side.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh.
It is gorgeous. And it's so much fun to do.
That is so cool.
As a matter of fact, my husband and I went to a concert last Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday.
That is going to block out really cool.
We went to go see Seven Dust. I'm at the concert, sitting down, and I actually knitted a couple of rows until Seven Dust came on. Then I'm like, okay. But anyways, so.
And that's my that's my colorway from the Ashes, and it's also on my Hope's favorite base. So, which is my merino cashmere nylon base.
Yeah, so that is it that I'm working on right now.
Okay, then I'll talk about mine, and then we can talk about everything else here in a minute. Okay, so like I said, I finished a hat in the last 2 weeks. I started and finished. It's just a kid's hat, so pretty quick. I also, did I have this? I had this on the needles last time, but I had just, I think, I was maybe an inch into the ribbing. This is the Ajax hat, which the pattern is coming out. So this video posts on the 16th. The pattern should be out by the time this video posts. So pattern is by Stephen Barendt. He is lemon. I can't remember what he is on. It'll all be down in the notes down. So, but yeah, so it's Stephen Barendt. Everything will be down in my notes. I actually have a Ravelry page, not for this one, but for my green version. I don't think I need to do one for this one too. This is the colorway Hazy Shade of Winter. And this, I'm knitting this for my son because I made the other one that I showed, I think, last episode. In Mossy, and he said that it was a very sharp looking pattern and he wanted one. So this is for my middle son. And I said it's on my Splendid DK, Hazy Shade of Winter. I'm knitting it on the needle sizes that it said. So the ribbing was done on a size 2, which is a 2.75 millimeter, and the body of the hat is on a size 4, which is, I think, a 3.5 millimeter. Yep, that's right. So, yeah. I have one of, did you almost drop a stitch?
Yes.
One of Kiesha's stitch markers on there. That's my beginning of round. So I don't know. Let's see, how far am I so far? I think I'm going to knit this longer than what the pattern calls for. So I'm at 4 1/4 inches, and I think the pattern says 7 1/2 and then start the decreases, but Owen wants to be able to roll it up over his ears, so I think I'm going to do probably about 9 inches and then start the decreases. So
it is going to go great with his pea coat.
Yeah, he got a black wool pea coat, so
sharp. And
he wants the mitts too. So there's also Ajax mitts, which that pattern also comes out on the 16th. So we'll be casting those on as soon as I finish this one.
And I love the colors. Like, you guys can't really see it.
Yeah, it's not.
But the colors in it look really cool. Like, it's very subtle.
Yeah, you can't really get it.
Yeah, you can't get it.
No.
Yeah.
But you can look at the color on my website, because I do have this Hazy Shade of Winter is on my website right now. It's in stock. So, so that's. I made some. Like I said, I made quite a bit of progress on here because I think I was only about an inch into the ribbing last time, and I'm much further now. So okay, so I already talked about the lapoof. I talked about the hat. I talked about the other one that I can't show, and I can turn this off now. And then I am doing a test knit for Jeny Staiman. Of a new pattern that she's got coming out sometime in the future.
That's
I'm not
really
sure when.
cool.
I don't think she's
Look
set
at
a
the
date.
green. Can you
But
see
this
this?
is-
Yeah.
It's
Like the colors in that look so like really pretty. The speckles.
yeah. It's like, does that seem about the right color?
No.
No, it's
Nope.
not coming. It's really bright out here today. Oh, but
Yeah.
that does show you like the
It
speckling
shows you the
and
speckles, but
everything.
it's not really
But that's
showing
not
you.
the
Yeah, that's not the color.
That's not the color.
Yeah.
Just look, I do have this on my website. This is also knit in my Hope's favorite. This color is Windswept. The pattern is Leeward. I'm not sure when it's going to be coming out, but this is a really neat design. You can see
Yeah.
the waves going. It's going to have like waves up it.
And I love how it's showcasing like this.
Yeah, I'm just getting to like the first, so you can see where it goes in and out, and it's starting to go out again. This is going to be the wrap version. She's also got a scarf version, which is narrower. I think it's like 9 inches, and the other one's 13 inches or something like that. But it's also going to have a contrast color. In these pearl ridges, there will be a contrast color added in afterwards, which I think is going to be really cool construction. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But anyway, this is how far I've gotten. I actually had started it in a different color, and it just wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't working for the pattern, in my opinion. The color was okay. It just didn't it didn't do anything for the pattern.
The way that is.
And the fun thing about this is that my color name is Windswept, and the pattern is Leeward, which is a wind reference too. So we kind of have that. So it's kind of you can see that where it's going up the side.
It looks really pretty.
Yeah, so it's really neat. It's going to be cool.
It's cool.
I just obviously haven't gotten very far, but this is like one evening of knitting, maybe a little bit more, while I was also tagging yarn in between. Yeah, I tagged a lot of yarn this last week or so. So that's it for that one. What else did I work on? I think I might have pulled out my...
Okay, look, can we just talk about this real quick? Prior to this, we couldn't
find these.
Oh my gosh.
Threw them across the
and I
room.
panicked because I'm like, oh my god, it fall out her bag someplace, and
I know.
oh my gosh. But yeah,
so I did a little bit, but not much. I maybe a couple of rows on my polar arc socks. I need to remember to move the stitch marker.
oh yeah,
So I can actually see if so this is also a Jeny Staiman pattern, and I'm knitting them in White Birch Fiber Arts gradient. It's a yak base. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
It's in the other room. It's merino, yak, and nylon, but I don't remember what the amounts are. Anyway, it's cool. I really love that green. Can't wait to get further into the green, but I am getting closer to the heel. So I had made a little mistake and I had to pull back a little bit because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. So I fixed that and I moved a little bit ahead, but not very far. And then my gym sock is coming along quite well. I did quite a bit of work on it in the last 2 weeks because I think I was right past the heel turn, not heel turn, but the heel.
oh.
The heel waist yarn for the heel.
I forgot about that.
Okay, so I was just past the waist yarn for the heel last episode, and now I'm over halfway done with the foot, so I'm getting pretty close to being done with these socks. I will probably, I would say I'd be done with them before next episode, but I probably would be lying, so I'm just I'll probably be on the toe by the next time. I probably won't be finished with them because then I have to put the heel in too.
I forgot about my gym socks.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me finish. This is Scrumptious Pearl in Christmas Berries. It's her 80/20 merino nylon, 400 yards and 100 grams. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on there. And you want to talk about your...
I totally forgot about my gym sock.
Yeah, because you've been working on your gym sock.
Yeah,
too.
so my gym sock, this is the other sock from the sock of the year, not this December, our group knit. But anyways, I'm getting to it.
Okay.
But I'm doing it on the Tyrannosaurus Rex needles. You sit here and you're like this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, roar when people come by. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I am getting kind of used to them now.
Are you?
Yeah, surprisingly.
I still am not.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to relax when I do them and stuff. So
that's good. I still the 9-inch circles.
Now
the ones do not bring me joy.
Yeah, the one thing I will say, if you notice that when I stop talking when I knit, so I can't use the Tyrannosaurus needles.
Yeah,
you notice that?
If
I
really
use them doing anything else,
I feel like, because I'm worried I'm gonna lose stitches.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And that's what I feel like. So I'm sitting here, I'm like this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and then stop, which is like, it's rare for me to.
And when we're on the treadmill at the gym,
and I also feel like these make me walk crooked too. You notice I've had like a couple of weird incidents.
I have too. So maybe
with these, like maybe these aren't good for you. These might not be treadmill needles.
I'm not thinking that they're gonna be. Yeah,
because I almost ate it a couple times. And look, not for nothing, I may not be like, up there knitting yet, but usually in the past when I've knit on the treadmill,
we don't have a problem.
We don't have a problem. And this time I was just like, whoops.
Yeah, they're not my favorite.
Yeah.
But
so, but I mean, I really haven't had an issue.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, I'm doing it again. I'm doing the Melvin Farmer look. Somebody told us that the reason why they think I'm doing this so much is because usually my glasses are bigger and these are new frames. So I'm doing like what my dad does. And Whoopi Goldberg. I know she does the same thing too.
She does. You're right.
Yep. And I somehow have the...
Yeah.
God, I gotta stop.
All right. And then my last WIP that I worked on, I don't remember. Did I have 3 squares? No, I was almost. So I now have 3 full squares done of the blanket. So
You gave yourself a day. You said you could.
Yeah, and then I forgot and gave myself several days. So I haven't done any this week. So I need to get back on it.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was all caught up. Last week I was on track. Okay, maybe I wasn't. I forgot to do the other half of the square. Okay, so I was on track at the beginning of last week. I got another square done. So I finished up this square and then I started another square. And then I also have another one on the needles, which I need to continue to work on because I completely forgot about this. I know. I started this and forgot about this.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I got to get back to this. So, yeah. Yep. I don't know if it would be okay with me saying where he's going to school, so I won't say anything. I almost did. But, yeah.
But we're happy.
Yeah. I'll have to ask him
if it's
okay. I say anything. Yeah. He got accepted to school and he knows where he's going for the fall. So
Yay!
I need to get on it and get his blanket done for him. And this is knit in, okay, I'm just assuming that everybody has been here forever and you've heard me talk about this 10,000 times because I feel like I've talked about it quite a bit. Because when did I start this? Months and months ago, and I will be working on this for months and months more. So this is the Cloudy Day throw by, I don't remember. It'll be down in the show notes. And it's I'm knitting it in Knit Picks Brava. The pattern I think calls for like Knit Picks Swish maybe, which is the merino, but this is for a college student going to be living in a dorm, throwing things in
on the floor.
Well, not just that, but if it has to get washed, it's going to go in a washer and dryer at in the the laundry room in a dorm. No, thank you. It's not going to be merino. So it's their it's Knit Picks Brava worsted. It's their 100% premium acrylic. I like it. It's nice. It works up nicely, especially for blankets and things like that. So I'm doing it in Dove Heather, Cobblestone Heather is the darker gray, and then the red, because that's his favorite color, is Currant. So, and then it will have a border all the way around the outside of it in black. So that's the other thing I've been working on. So now the next thing we thought we would talk about is, because we've now been doing this for a year. So yay!
Oh my God, yeah.
Thank you for everybody who has subscribed or liked or commented.
Yay!
We love your comments. We love all that stuff.
And we love doing this too. It's fun because
we have a great time, and we love meeting people too when we're out and about. So that's so much fun. But we thought that we would kind of do like a WIP roundup, of what we actually managed to We've gotten a lot of things off the needles from a year ago that we had.
Well, some of us have.
And so you've seen some of those things, but the things that we have not gotten off the needles, we thought we would talk a little bit about.
We're going to burn them. No, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah. I'm actually considering maybe frogging at least one, maybe two projects that I've had on the needles for over a year, because I had them on the needles when we started podcasting. February 17th is when we posted our first video. So these have been on the needles for quite some time. So I thought I would show you some of my stuff, and then you could show some of yours too.
Well, I didn't bring the two things that I was going to frog.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, do we want to do this time, or do we want to wait until next time?
Because
maybe I'll do mine this time.
Yeah, and then I'll do mine.
And that way the episode,
because I still want to
41 minutes.
Oh, jeez. So. I'm still thinking about the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Pink Fizz.
I remember that.
Yeah, this is Pink Fizz. I don't know that I've done much since you saw it about a year ago. I do like the pattern. I am not in love with this yarn. I don't know.
Although it does really go with your glasses, though.
Oh, it does. Oh, that's not bad.
It really does look good with your glasses. Look at that. We just saved it. Yeah, because
I was enjoying. I just haven't had time to work on it.
And that's what it is.
So it's the Pink Fizz. It's got these lace panels. It's an Andrea Mowry. So Andrea Renee knits pattern.
I think you should wait. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
And it really goes good with your glasses.
I was thinking it was, but it actually isn't a bad color on me.
It's
now
not.
that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, because at first when you were doing, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not a color that I think I've ever worn before.
No, it's not. But
it actually
it does look good, and it looks great with your glasses.
It's not bad. Okay.
All right. Well, there we go.
Someday when I have time, what I really need to do is maybe every evening just do a round. That's what I should do. Yeah. I should make myself do one round every evening, and I would probably
find the time to do that. I like to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it is what it is. But anyway, so I'm not gonna frog it. I actually do really like it. I think it's pretty. So this is
now that you've taken it out, it looks really pretty. I like it, and it's something different than
Oh, and the yarn is. I don't know if I have the tags in here or not. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, the yarn is whole knit in caboodle. I purchased it. Oh my gosh, this was our first Rhinebeck weekend, but we didn't buy it at Rhinebeck. I got it at the Perfect Blend Yarn and Tea Shop in Saugerties, New York, during Rhinebeck weekend, and it's the whole kit or the whole knit and caboodle. It's her Woo Sport. It's a superwash, and the color is plum. And so I got this in 2021, and then I think I cast it on in 2022, right before we went to Rhinebeck, and it is now 2024. So maybe I should work on it a little bit. Anyway, and it's in a bag that I made.
I love this bag. I love that material.
Yeah. Yes, this is like super retro. My mom gave me this. I think it's probably decorator fabric from like the 60s or 70s. My mom was like, "Here, you want some fabric?" And I said, "Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, please." So I guess that one is not getting frogged. Then this is not getting frogged. It's just that I have literally not worked on this. I have not added one square since
look at that.
The last time I showed it to you, which was a year ago. So this is my scrappy blanket. It is, it's a free pattern. It's one of the mitered squared ones. I don't even remember what it is
look how
called.
cool that looks.
But I didn't really like the ones where you just made them like square. I liked the zigzag.
Zigzag, yeah.
So it'll be zigzag on the bottom. It'll be zigzag on the sides. I thought that was just really cute. So it's pretty wide. It'll be a nice blanket if I ever add more squares to it. So this is not getting frogged, but it also has not gone anywhere. So I have 2 blankets on the needles. I really do want
But this one you don't have to have.
Right.
Yeah.
This is so I need.
I'm looking at some of the cool colors.
I should have brought out the basket of scraps. I have a enormous basket of scraps to add to it.
Wow.
But I have not. So some of this actually I can show you. There is. Oh, I wonder if I did a square. This is the very first yarn that I ever hand dyed with my. He's now 17, but at the time I think he was 11 years. He was either 10 or 11. I think.
Why does that seem like it wasn't that long ago? And I know. God, that's crazy.
So that was the first, and we did it with Wilton cake icing dyes. So that was, and it was just, Knit Picks, I think Stroll, just their bare stroll. So that's the very first yarn I ever dyed. And my son named it Pinata. And then the next yarn that I dyed was this one, which I dyed it and it came out this real bubblegummy pink color and I did not care for it. So I over dyed it with blue. And
it came out cool.
It came out pretty cool. And I knit my mom a pair of socks out of it. So this one I knit myself a pair of socks out of. And then this I knit my mom socks out of. And I thought that turned out really good. And then we decided to try leftover food coloring from Easter eggs. We did this during the pandemic.
That's one. I really like that one.
I love. This one
I remember when you did that one. Yeah.
This one I would love to try to figure out how to do with.
I love those colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's really fun.
That's like my favorite.
I still haven't actually made anything with that yarn. I really need to do that. Even if it's just socks.
Yeah.
But I feel like, or a Sophie scarf.
I was going to say a Sophie scarf.
That would be pretty. Yeah. That might have to happen. So, yeah.
Because the Sophie scarves, like you can tie them around like and do like a
and I did a Sophie scarf with the leftovers of this one.
Okay.
So, yeah. So those are, so that's kind of fun. And I do actually have plans to start a scrappy blanket with some of my yarn, my hand-dyed yarn, because I don't know. I mean, have I showed them? I guess I have. I do swatches. And when when I retire a color, I then don't need that swatch anymore. So
there's a whole ceremony, and then we raise it up, and there's a
there's a lot of retired swatches that I think I'm going to turn into. I haven't decided if I want to do another one of these or if I want to do. I should do crocheted because it would go so much faster.
Yeah.
And there's that. What is it called? It's the batten. Oh, I thought it was the batten. It starts with a B. I think it's like the Battenberg blanket or something.
Oh, you're talking about blanket. I thought you were talking about a type of.
Tunisian. No, I wouldn't do Tunisian crochet. I would just do regular crochet. But yeah, so I have an enormous basket full of yarn that I need to continue to work into here, and I should really make a plan to do like one square a week or something, a square a week, and maybe a row on that pink sweater. But I'm not going to commit to anything because a lot of times I just don't have time. All right, so then the last item that I think is the only other thing that I still have on the needles since last year, which I'm pretty sure this is getting frogged, because here's the thing. This is another Andrea Mowry project, and there's nothing wrong with it, but the problem is that I think when I told you guys about it originally, I got this really, really beautiful yarn that I was hoping to add to my hand-dyed yarn. And then the company discontinued this yarn. So I can't get this yarn anymore. It's a non-superwash, which I did want to branch out to a non-superwash. And it's really cool because it's a non-superwash and it's extra fine and it has hemp in it too. So you get that like rusticy feeling, but without the feel of rustic yarn.
Right.
But they don't make the yarn anymore. So therefore I can't actually get it for the shop. So I had been making good progress on this because I was excited to try it out and make it for, oh my goodness, my cord is all mangled. What needles do I have this on? Oh, it's just my knit picks, that's why. All right, so anyway, I was making good progress on it. It's looking really, I actually like the back side better than the front side. And that's where one of my, and look at that. I've got one of Kiesha's double progress keepers, which she's going to have this weekend up at Skein. So if you like that, you should come and see us if you're in the area. But yeah, so I don't think I have put, since I found out that I can't get this yarn, I have not put, I don't think, a stitch into this thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen you pull that out. And
so I don't know what I want to do with it. I kind of feel like maybe I should just sell the few hanks that I do have. It's really pretty. And I mean, I like the color too. I think it's a great color.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have like 10 hanks are now, well, -1. I have, so I have this yarn, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going, because it was supposed to be a sample for the shop. Now I can't make it as a sample for the shop. So it feels kind of a little pointless. I mean, I'm sure I would probably wear it if I got it made, but this is quite the undertaking. And I was actually knitting it along with a friend of mine who she's almost done with hers because she's continued on hers.
And she's just doing the board.
She's already on she's already on the collar of hers. And I just don't see me, it's a lot of work. And although I would probably wear it some, I'm not even sure how much I would wear it because let's be honest, I am sweating all the time and this is a lot of fabric. Yeah. So,
and it just seems like it would be like big and
really warm and probably wouldn't get a lot of wear out of it. So I think that this is probably going to get frogged. I don't know. I almost want to say, does anybody want it? You can take it from here and finish it up. I don't know. Because I think it will be lovely, but and it's making a nice fabric, but yeah, I'm just not going to continue with it. So, which is whatever. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with the yarn now. Probably will end up just, I actually have some other yarn, which I should show you guys maybe on the next episode. I have some other non-superwash yarn that I was trying out that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I got a fine merino instead of an extra fine merino. And because as I've told you, I have very sensitive skin. So for most people, it probably would not be itchy at all. But for me, because I have extremely sensitive skin, it's a little itchy. And one of my goals with my company is to only dye yarns that I can wear next to my skin. And so that's one that I can't. So, and like this one, the part of the reason that I was doing this one was because it's extra fine merino and, okay, and I do have one base that is a fine merino, but it's a superwash fine. And the difference between superwash fine and non-superwash fine, there's enough of a difference that I can wear fine merino if it's superwash, but I cannot wear fine merino if it's non-superwash. So that is one thing. Now this one was an extra fine non-superwash yarn. And this is like absolutely buttery soft, lovely. But once again, I was still also knitting a sample so that I could try it and make sure that I could wear it before I offered it for sale. But now, once again, like I said,
they're not offering it.
They're not offering it, so I can't offer it. But I do have some fine non-superwash worsted weight yarn that I will probably list on the website sometime soon. So I will probably show it on here before I do that and let you guys know that it's going to be up there. It's probably going to be like half price when I put it up. It's just to, I've got like 10 hanks of it, 5 in one shade of green and 5 in another shade of green. And I may even have some of it not even dyed up yet. So, which, maybe I'll dye it or maybe I'll just offer it undyed on the website, whatever. So, and the same thing with this stuff. I may do the same thing. I might and you might end up seeing a post for it on there, and it'll probably be discounted when I do put it up because, like I said, it's not something that I'm going to be doing for the shop. So but at the same time, I'm not going to knit with it because I just don't have time. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's very nice yarn. It's just I don't have time. Most of my, as you can see, I do have a few pairs of socks on the needles that are not in my yarn, but most of it I'm right now doing test knitting and sample knitting. So and then probably that pink sweater is going to be for me, not my yarn type of project. So, and it's good that I finally, decided that that's what I'm going to do. So I will probably work on that. And then the rest of the things will probably be sample knitting. Or test knitting, which is going to probably be mostly in my yarn.
And all my knitting is going to be for me. Yeah. I said it. Fight me.
You're making a chicken
I
for
know,
your
I'm making
husband
a chicken
right
for
now.
him.
You always say that.
I know. Most of the stuff, 98% of the
And
stuff
she's
is
got
for
a
me.
hat in there too that might be for. Oh, did you want to talk, or were you going to just wait until?
Well, I was going to wait till next week.
Next week, okay.
Yeah.
So I did mine this week, and then next week.
Stay tuned. Next week on
and
Pine Barren Knits.
Yes. Kiesha will do her WIPs that have been lingering, and we can determine whether. So if anybody is interested in that like gray.
Uh-oh, I hear children.
Are they home? Really?
Oh, that or the killer's in.
What are they doing home? Oh no, they're not supposed to be home. They have Model UN.
That or the killer, one or the other.
That's not funny.
No, I know it's not because they haven't said hi, mom, or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's interested in that yarn, and that sweater that I've got partially knit, it's the big, what is it called? The big comfy Cardi.
I just know
I think it's a big comfy
our
Cardi.
friend calls it. She calls it the big ass Cardi.
Okay, we are going to tell you. Anyway, it's I think the big comfy Cardi by Andrea Mowry.
Yeah.
If anybody is interested in it, maybe we can, drop a message or send me an email. I don't know, because I just don't see it happening. Yeah. I just don't have the time.
I think you lost your steam when the company.
It really.
Yeah. Because you were really excited about it.
And then I was moving along with it, and then it was.
And then I saw her a couple days later. She was like, "Oh."
Yeah, it was frustrating.
They're not care. Yeah. So,
all right, we are about an hour in, and I still have to edit this before it gets done. So I
look at my pasture.
Yeah. Probably. Oh, we didn't. Okay, I did have one finished object, but I couldn't show it. And other than that, we didn't have any finished objects. And we had finished swatches. Does that count? Probably not. But it's okay. Like we said, we will be at Skane Yarn
Yes,
Shop.
everybody put some good vibes out there for the weather because our weather driving there is fine, but that Saturday is looking a little funky. So it is down. You said when you looked at it earlier the week, it was 90%.
Yeah.
And now it's down to 50%.
Yeah, but now it's like 50% chance of.
And it's just snow. I think snow's better than ice and hell mix, but I mean, they may as well just say, well, hell, because.
Yeah, so hopefully, send good vibes for good weather
vibes
out there.
I mean, I can deal with cold.
Yeah, but we
want
want people to be able to make it to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I can deal with cold. Ice and rain. Nobody wants to be out in that mess.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and we don't want to be driving in it either. So.
Right.
And we want to be able to get it. Yeah, I may not accidentally.
But
yeah. So okay. So I'm going to show a couple of items that.
God.
My middle is standing at the door being ornery because they're not supposed to be home, but apparently
oh my God.
So what's going on? I'll have to talk to them in a minute. All right, so I have a couple of things that I'm going to show you. So this one is just going to be a one pot, but I should call it. I'm actually contemplating calling one pots brain farts because I feel like that's what they should be called. Because often when I have a one pot, it is because.
Yeah, that'll be something different because everybody calls things one pot.
Yeah.
Brain fart.
So I may be renaming my one pots brain farts.
I like that though.
I don't know. Yeah, it is really pretty.
It's a
turned
color,
out really pretty. But
your brain farts are pretty, or unicorn farts.
Yeah. Unicorn farts. Yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Look at
They
that.
might have to become unicorn farts. Anyway, this is
That's really
it's going to be
pretty.
a one pot. It's actually going to be one pot number 49. Or maybe we might be
You know what?
But right now, what?
Are you Kiesha coming today tomorrow? Oh my god! I just like
I got a text message. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, so
that might go with my Kiesha 53.
probably, yeah. Okay, so this color,
Is
what
sold.
it was supposed to
Oh.
be. I have 3 of them, so it's okay.
Oh.
Anyway, so this was supposed to be possum.
Porcupine.
I do not have a porcupine
I know.
colorway.
I'm trying to think what starts with P.
Possum. This is supposed to be possum. And I'm pouring the dye into the pan, and I'm like, huh,
Oh, this is
awfully
what-
dark. That doesn't seem right. And then I go look at the jar of dye that I got the dye out of. And yeah, that's why it was dark, because I picked up the wrong gray and mixed the wrong gray. So when I realized that, I was like, well, oh well, since I did that, I'm just going to have fun with it and throw some. I had been playing around with some different colors that I wanted to try speckling with. So I just
really
added
pretty.
some fun speckles to it. So it's got gray, it's got some pink spots, it's got like cream, and then it's got these speckles of like a burgundy and some green and teal and gold, like a goldy color. So it is pretty, honestly.
It is really pretty.
I may
that.
I may even actually try to do something somewhat similar to this and make a color eventually. But I have 3 of these right now. They are not on the website right now. If I have any left after the show this weekend, they will be on the website on the 19th. I will be doing a shop update, and anything that is not sold over the weekend will be up there. So I have a couple of one pots, and then I have a bunch of new colors. The new colors, they'll be up regardless, because some of them might be pre-orders, or they'll just be, if I still have stuff left, then they'll be up there too. But so that's what happens when I've been dyeing yarn just about every single day for
You had
2
a really
weeks
busy
straight.
schedule too. So
doctor's
appointment. I feel like the month of February was like that's all you were doing was doctor's
been
appointments.
Nuts. So that's one of the yarns and then one of my hot plates decided that it had served its time for 2 years and was going to no longer serve its time. So it chose to do that in the middle of dyeing a speckle, which meant that instead of the colors striking really, right away. Yeah, this is rivulets, except it's not rivulets. So this is going to be a one pot too, because it's supposed to be rivulets, but because the colors kind of spread out. I mean, I caught it and moved it to another hot plate, but so the dye's not going to come out. It's been set. It's fine. It's just, it's not rivulets because the dye really, you can see it really spread out instead of striking like it was supposed to.
Your unicorn farts are very pretty though. So.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So that will be, it may or may not be up there, but it will be at Staiman this weekend. So if you are up in the Rhode Island area, or if there's anything left, it will be in the shop on Monday. And then because I was doing Windswept on I only had Windswept on Hope's Favorite until the day before yesterday. Now I have it on Hope's Favorite. This is JoJo's this is Windswept on JoJo's Favorite. The color is not this isn't up on the website yet, but it will be Monday. Like I said, I did get pictures of it already. I just haven't had time to upload it to the website, but you'll be able to see good pictures, which this is, And I have it on, so I have it on JoJo's Favorite now, and I have it on DK, which is,
that's kind of,
just look at it on the website.
Yeah.
It'll be on the website. So, but this is Windswept, and it's on three bases. And then this weekend, if you are going to be and around Rhode Island, I am also working on this is one of the things that I did. I'm working on some minis. I will have some loose minis, and then I'm going to be doing some sets. So I'm just starting to work on them. Come on. I don't want to have to edit. Anyway, remember, I have to get this done. Okay, so then I have all these to hang up.
It's hair.
So
It's like,
I have all these to hang up. So these will get.
how long does it take for you to like hang all those up?
It'll take a while because there's a lot here.
Wow.
And then I'll be making sets out of some of them. So I will have a few sets of minis up at Skein. What do you want? Can I tell them where you're going to school?
No. Can I go to the store?
I can't. Yeah, you can go. Why can't you go to the store? I went to the store this morning.
I need to buy candies.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, see you later. All right. That was my middle son. I can't tell you where he's going to college.
It's a secret.
So yeah. So that's yeah. So I will have those.
I like all of those colors.
Yeah, I kind of like.
Yeah.
These weren't. Well, I don't know which ones. I have like a list of which ones I'm planning on putting together, but I will have like 6.
But they all look good together.
Yeah, these are nice together. Anyway, so I will have some mini skein sets. And if I have any of those, and I actually was thinking that I would put some together and list them on the website sometime soon too. I haven't done that, but I think that I should do that. So let me know. Throw a comment down there if you'd like to see some mini skein sets up on the website. I put together some sets that I really thought the colors would look great for color work. I did like 2 lighter colors, 2 medium colors, and then 2 darker colors. And anyway, so I think that they would be, and I actually would like to cast on some color work that way too, because I haven't done that in a while, and I do enjoy that. So, but anyway, this is what I've been working on. Lots of dyeing. So,
Gosh, my hip is.
hopefully we will see some of you at Skein this weekend. And if not Skein this weekend, maybe we will see some of you at Knit Not Natter the following weekend.
Yeah.
And if
Look
not
at
there,
us traveling.
yeah.
I'm so
we're
excited.
Busy. So I think that's much shorter episode than last time, but like I said,
You don't have to break it up into episodes.
and
On this season of Pine Barren Knits.
yeah. So I think that's everything. So we don't have anything else to share, do we?
Nope.
We really have been. Well, oh, you know what I wanted to say? If you are down here in the South Jersey area, we go to a couple of knitting groups.
Oh, yeah. God, I was like, where is she going with this?
Yeah. And one of them is a new knitting group that is down. So if you're in the Cape May area, there's a new knitting group down at Lower Branch Library on Mondays. So
from 11 to 1.
From 11 to 1. It's most Mondays. It's on the library schedule. So you can check out the Lower or just the Cape May County Library, and then go to the events page and then check what's going on down at Lower. So I think that's everything. So oh, and then we did talk about doing a meetup at some point. Yeah, but I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do that. We are a little busy, so
yeah, we got to
figure that out. Oh, and then I forgot, in March I will be doing it's called Knitalong with Hope Vassar, which is me. And that will be at the Ocean City Library. We've got 2 scheduled. One is March 5th, and the other one I'll let you know next time. But it is for ages 10 and up. If you're,
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, if you are age 10 to 14, you got to have a mom with you.
Yeah,
or dad.
Anybody's trying to watch
mom,
kids.
dad, whoever, or grandparent, or whoever.
Guardian,
you just
neighbor.
have to have an adult with you, because I am not babysitting anyone's children. I will help them learn to knit. That's it. So, and it's called Knitalong instead of like beginner knitting or anything, because it's open to anybody, any skill level, whatever. If you want to come and you want to hang out and knit with some other people, We Belong is sponsoring the knitting, or the knitting needles and supplies and stuff. So, but we're going to go and it's going to be a nice, welcoming place to sit and knit with some other.
Yeah. Almost kind of like another knitting group.
Yeah. But
Except for with kids, yeah.
If there's any kids that are interested, which
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we do get some. I also think it's a great opportunity for us to, mix aged groups.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think that everybody needs to just come together and learn to
Yeah.
learn
And there
to
are a lot of
appreciate each other. So I'm hoping that we get some all ages. So, and the other thing is that
it educates people too, because a lot of people associate knitting with like, oh, my grandparent. I'm like, okay, yeah, we know grandmoms do it too, but we do it.
But and so it's for any
Anybody.
skill level. If you don't know how to knit, I can get you started. We also have some other people who will know how to do a knit and purl stitch too, to help you out a little bit. And if you have questions, if you are trying to learn a new knitting skill, I have a few years of experience.
Just a couple.
Just 18 or something like that. So I can probably help you if there's anything that you'd like help with. I also tend to help people fix knitting mistakes at a lot of our knitting groups. So I am also willing to help out if I can figure out if you've gone astray with your knitting. You're more than welcome to bring that too. Or if you just want to sit and hang out. I had one person recently tell me that they don't have anybody that they knit with, that they knit by themselves, and watch podcasts, which that's also fantastic. We love to be your knitting buddies. So we are more than, you're always welcome to join us on here and knit with us whenever you have time. That is convenient, because we don't all have time at the same time sometimes, but with us on here, you can knit whenever.
Look, we're trying to make this an hour and 20 minutes.
Sorry, it is.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, so if you, or if you just want to sit and knit with some friendly people, because we are a friendly bunch, we will be there. So the first one is on the 5th, which I believe is a Tuesday, and it's from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Ocean City Library. And the second one is somewhere towards the end of March. It's on a Monday. I feel like it's like the 25th or something like that, but I could be wrong. It's the Monday before Easter break, I think.
And the 5th is a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yep. So it's the 5th from 6 to 8, and then it's the 25th from 6 to 8. And we're just going to see how it goes. We picked 2 different days of the week because we weren't sure what would work better for people. So hopefully we'll get some people out to hang out and knit with us. And if you have any suggestions on days of the week that work for you and you want to be included and come join us, drop a comment down below and let us know which days of the week would work for you. But yeah, so we will be at the Ocean City Library. Come and knit with us if you're in the area and you want to knit. And also if you're, if we do get some younger people and you're willing to help out with, showing how to do a knit stitch or a purl stitch, let me know that too, because you can always send me an email too at Pine Barren Knits or at hopemadeyarnco at Gmail. Either one, pinebarrenknits at Gmail or hopemadeyarnco at Gmail. But yeah, because we're, because let's continue our craft. Let's be honest. Let's spread the joy to the younger generation, because if we don't encourage younger people, then,
And this beats them being on their phone. We're always complaining about them being on their phone. Well, can't be on your phone when you're knitting.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I think. That's everything. So hopefully we will see you this weekend. If we don't see you this weekend, hopefully we will see you. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks, because you'll see us on here in 2 weeks, and then we'll be at Knit Not Natter. So
Knit Not Natter.
So yeah, and then it's like my son's spring break, and then it's Easter break, and it's just lots of stuff going on. So, all right. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and because we never remember, if you enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, or subscribe, or leave a comment.
Not ors. Do them all.
Do them all.
Do them all.
We love your comments.
Yes.
We love to respond to your comments.
Yeah.
And yeah, so.
I look like I'm saying cheese. Cheese.
All right. So that's it. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.